Once upon a time there was a valiant knight who lived in a distant kingdom. He had many battles to fight and always gave it his all, but one day he was so exhausted from his labors that he fell into an unexpected slumber. The knight awoke to find himself in a strange and unfamiliar land. He looked around but could not find any signs of life in the new place. Then, he heard a faint voice calling out from somewhere nearby. Following the voice, he soon found himself face to face with a small creature. The creature told him that he had been summoned to this strange land by a powerful wizard who needed his help to defeat an evil witch. The knight agreed to help the wizard, and so began his journey across the land in search of the witch's lair. Along the way, he encountered many strange creatures and faced numerous challenges that tested his courage and strength. He eventually found the witch's lair, and after a fierce battle, he was successful in vanquishing the evil witch and restoring peace to the land. At the end of his journey, the knight returned home to his kingdom where he was welcomed with open arms and celebrated as a hero. From that day forth, the knight was known as the one who conquered the evil witch and brought peace to the land. When the knight awoke, he found himself in a strange and unfamiliar land. He looked about, but could not find any signs of life in the new place. The knight began to explore the strange land he found himself in. Everywhere he looked, the land seemed barren and lifeless. He traveled through forests, mountains, and valleys, but could not find a single living creature. He was starting to become disheartened when he spotted something out of the corner of his eye. A small, glowing object was lying in the grass a few feet ahead of him. Suddenly, the knight heard a faint voice calling out from somewhere nearby. He followed the voice, and before long, he was face to face with a small creature. The knight was astonished to see that the creature was a miniature dragon, no bigger than his hand. The dragon spoke in a soft voice, telling the knight that he had been summoned to this strange land by a powerful wizard who needed his help to defeat an evil witch. The knight was hesitant, but the dragon was persuasive, and eventually the knight agreed to help the wizard. The creature told him that he had been summoned to this strange land by a powerful wizard who needed his help to defeat an evil witch. The knight was amazed by the creature's story and agreed to help the wizard in his quest. Little did he know what he was about to face. As the knight began his journey, he encountered many obstacles and strange creatures along the way. He had to overcome these obstacles to reach his destination. However, with his bravery and courage, he was able to overcome every challenge that he faced. After days of searching, the knight finally arrived at the witch's lair and confronted her face to face. The witch was powerful and cunning, but the knight was determined to defeat her and save the kingdom. After a long and difficult battle, the knight emerged victorious and the evil witch was defeated. The king and his people were overjoyed and they thanked the brave knight for saving their kingdom. The knight was granted a special title and was crowned the champion of the realm. The knight agreed to help the wizard, and so he set off on an adventure across the land in search of the witch's lair. The knight's journey took him through a variety of landscapes, from the dark and mysterious forests of the north to the crystal-clear lakes of the south. The further he traveled, the more he realized that this world was much bigger than he had imagined. Everywhere he went, he encountered strange creatures and people, some of whom were friendly, while others were not so friendly. He also found himself in many perilous situations, but he never lost sight of his goal. Finally, after weeks of searching, the knight arrived at the witch's lair. The entrance was guarded by a large dragon, but the knight bravely faced the beast and managed to make it inside. What he found there was a sight that he would never forget. The witch's dark magic had created a twisted and chaotic landscape, filled with danger and despair. The knight knew he had to find a way to defeat the witch and put an end to her evil reign. He searched the lair for clues and eventually came across an old book that contained a powerful spell. Armed with this knowledge, he was able to create a powerful potion that would destroy the witch once and for all. The knight used the potion to banish the witch from the land, and with her gone, the land was finally at peace. The knight's heroic actions were rewarded, and he was celebrated as a hero for his bravery and courage. And so the knight returned home with a tale that he would tell for years to come. Along the way, he encountered many strange creatures and encountered many challenges that tested. The knight faced many obstacles along the way, from fierce dragons to treacherous terrain. But he never gave up, and eventually he made it to the witch's castle. He was determined to save the kingdom, no matter the cost. When he arrived at the castle, he found the witch surrounded by her minions. Undaunted, the knight charged into battle and used all of his strength and skill to defeat the witch and her minions. At last, the kingdom was saved and the knight returned to his homeland as a hero. He was celebrated by all, and his tale is still told in bedtime stories to this day. So, if you're looking for an adventurous bedtime story for adults that's sure to keep you up all night, look no further than the tale of the brave knight who saved the kingdom.